Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode. Oh yeah, guys. So we are here in the Nether. I just set up a blaze spawning area. It's kind of hard to do with F1 turned on or whatever. Yeah, we set up a blaze spawning area. So one of the blaze spawners that we found last time, I went ahead and just made a 9x9 by 5. Yeah, 2 above, 2 below, or I guess 1 below, by 4 room around the spawner here to get maximum spawning of blaze that can spawn from this vanilla spawner. Now I know this mod pack has Apotheosis in it where you can pick up mob spawners with Silk Touch and move them. I'm pretty sure you can also do that with cardboard boxes. I don't know if there's any way to increase the spawning rate of that spawner. There might be. I think Apotheosis might have something that you can do with that. But anyway, we're here farming these blaze rods pretty much specifically because we needed 200 of them, which we have now, over 200 of them, plus these molten cores for more. We needed those to get that first tier sword that I keep talking about. I want to get that so I know what we need for the next tier. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll just pop on out of here. We don't really need to be here anymore. So what I did is I just came over this area. You can see there's a big hole down here in the lava. I vein mined a bunch of the fortress. Well, you know, this little section that kind of extended over here. So we had a bunch of, I can't see because of the bow. So we have a bunch of these nether bricks. So we always have these available, but I was using that as the building material since that's what the fortress is made out of. And it just kind of made sense. But yeah, so our spawner is right there. It was naturally there, and I just built a 9x9 room around it to contain the blaze, and it looks like that's going to work out pretty well for us. So I'm going to try the /home command here. I don't know if that blaze is going to hit me with the fireballs. Teleportation cancel, I moved. I did just notice here there's a black widow spider. I remember these things are very, very common in Project Ozone 2. They don't seem to be that common in this particular mod pack. Got a lot of these salamanders, orange and black ones. I don't know if those have like any special use. These are from the Nether X mod. Okay. Well, anyway, I was gonna teleport home. We can just fly over to the portal. It's really not that far. We don't have like super speed with our creative flight. But our creative flight allows us to move around a lot easier. We don't have to jump up every single block and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like I said, moving around is a lot easier than it used to be. That's for absolute sure. All right. So now that we have all those blaze rods, we should be able to take those and turn them in for that quest and get ourselves the first tier of this, what's going to be a super overpowered sword. Currently, it's not overpowered. Trying to get into this thing. So we have some inventory space. Put that one in there too. All right, cool. Yeah, so the very first tier is not going to be overpowered. It's actually weaker than our current sword, and it has looting 3 on it, and it's unbreakable, and that's about it. The requirements for it is 100 RAK, which I don't remember if we had enough. We were getting pretty close. Where are we at on this? We are at 62. 62? Why do we have a weird number, 62? RAK. I guess I don't have any in here, and RAK, we have none in there. Do we have any quests that we can claim at this point? We have this one. So this, we claim it, and that gives us 5 more. Okay. Well, we have the blaze rods for that very first tier. If we start knocking out some of these quests, we should be able to get the rest of that stuff. I do want to clear out my inventory and drop off these different items here. That does not go in there. Okay, very good. And then I did collect some liquid magma, the magma blocks. I'm not sure if that's very useful in this mod pack, but yeah, as I was clearing out the little area there for the spawner, yeah, I did clear out some of those blocks. Okay, so we have all that done. So last episode, we went to Landia, and we kind of got trapped there. We had to find our way back. We did get back in on the second venture to Landia. The portal that's supposed to spawn when you first go there spawned again. So we have a way back every single time now. I don't know if there was anything else in particular we wanted to do there, but there was a lot of Astral Sorcery stuff, which is things that we're going to have to do in the future. Now, just out of my own curiosity, we have the Astral Sorcery here, And in order to unlock these quests, we need to get ourselves the Pure Crystal quest complete. Now the Pure Crystal quest, I do believe, is from Lordcraft. I think it's this one. Yeah, Pure Crystal. So in order to make this, we have to make all of the other types of crystals. So we have a lot more Lordcraft stuff to do in order to make this Pure Crystal in order to unlock the quests for Astral Sorcery. I think this might be where we want to start today. I know we put the Lordcraft book in the Ender pouch. Let's take a look at this. I know that we might have a bunch of research that we still have to do. Yeah, so we have this unlocked here, but we don't have these different crystals unlocked. And I'm not entirely sure what we need to do to unlock those, because I think we have done... Oh, I guess we never did this one, the ore processing one. So this wants us to 8 imbued inscription tiles, or we do the inscription tiles. Okay, so we're gonna need a few more of the inscription tiles. So I guess what I'll do, I'll go ahead and just grab all the inscription tiles that we're going to need. I'll do that research and see if we unlock the next thing. If not, there might be something special that we need to do in this mod in order to unlock these different crystals. I don't remember it being too difficult. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I made the research that we needed, this ore processing one, and that did not unlock this stuff. So there's obviously something else that we needed to do. So without thinking, I was just kind of like, oh, advanced forge? Oh, we didn't make the regular forge, so I just went ahead and I crafted this up. It really wasn't that big of a deal. We had the torchberries and the simple crystal. I just had to take some osmium and run that through our grinder over here, right? And yeah, so we got that made. It completed a quest. I didn't even realize there was a quest for that until like the quest sound went off. So there we go. There's 5 more RAK, and we should probably start working our way through these quests. I kind of feel like as we go through these, it's going like do the ones that we can do. It should unlock the stuff in the mod that we need to unlock anyway. I saw there was a Lord's Inscriber over here. This is a thing that we don't really need. This is how you can like take your inscription tiles and then put different runes on them instead of like how we're doing in the book. But anyway, we should be able to do this. Do we have another blank inscription tile? No, but I think we can make one. All right, so inscription tile. We got the stuff for one more. We do. Perfect. Okay, so we have that. And oh, you know what? I did not this thing. I did not bookmark it. So we need 4 steel leaf and a workbench. That's easy enough. Steel leaf for those, and then some wood for a crafting table. Oh, I have one on me. I guess we'll just use the one I have on me. All right, so we'll do that, and there we go. So that should be another quest complete. But this thing, like I said, I don't think we need this. You can put your blank inscription tile here, and then you can like click the rune and it like makes it that, but you don't need to do it that way. So I'm not sure the reasoning behind doing that. Maybe it's like if you're playing the mod and you don't have JEI installed, but I can't imagine anybody would ever be playing without JEI installed. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Those are all things we don't need anymore, so we'll claim the reward from that one. Okay, so did that unlock anything for us? Let's just peek into here. It doesn't look like. Everything that was locked is still locked. All right, so moving on. What else can we do? There's a void interface. So that requires us to have electrotine alloy plus night metal ingot and mana infused. So we need another osmium. We'll probably have to revisit the Twilight Forest here pretty soon with how much Twilight stuff we're using. Get some more of that living root and whatever. So bad. Anyway, so now that we have that, we just need the simple crystals. There we go. This, that, another mana infused dust. Eventually, we'll just be able to use EMC for that. That'll be a good day when we can do that. So night metal. We have 12 of those. We needed how many? 4? Okay, so that's awesome. And then the electrotine alloy. We have 21. I think we need half a stack. So we might have to go farm that stuff up unless we got some in here, but I'm not seeing any in here. Okay, so we definitely need some electrotine. So we can either sift for it or we could go try and mine for it. It might be faster to sift. Yeah, do we have any dust? We have a little bit of dust. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and sift for that. So let me do that and we'll continue on. All right, so it's not dust that you sift for electrotine. It's actually sand. Anyway, so I went through all my dust and I was like, oh, wait, wrong stuff. But thankfully we have plenty of sand in here. So I grabbed like 16 stacks or 16 of the compressed sand and I sifted all that and we're good to go. But anyway, here's our void interface. So we can make that. We get the quest complete for this guy. Now I seem to recall the void interface is how you put mana into things that require mana, like the Arcane Forge. I think it's standalone. I think when you place this, it knows the player who placed it, and you can click your crystals onto it to increase the amount of mana that you have. I think it says like each craft costs 1,000 mana. It says there, and it says no water mana. And you can right click the cycle. The only thing we have access to is just water. I think you have to right click the crystals onto here, and then that fills up your mana, your water mana for your player. If I remember right, it's been a little bit of time since I last did Lordcraft. Now it says water siphon required. And if I remember right as well, you have to make water siphons or the elemental siphon, put it on there, and that expands your mana inventory for that particular element. So it's a little complicated, especially if you've never done it before. So we are up to 64 plus 18 RAK or 82 of them. So we need just under 20. If we can complete 4 more quests, we'll be able to get that sword. All right, so that one's done. Moving right along. Mana Siphon is one of the next things that it wants us to do. So let's take a look at this. So Water Siphon requires us to do this on the Arcane Crafting. We need glass plus iron ingots plus the crystal. Now we did make some damp crystals, but I don't remember if we have any left over, and it doesn't look like it. So we have plenty of, iron and glass is what we need, right? We got plenty of glass over here. All right, so we have iron and glass. We need those damp crystals. Now to make a damp crystal, we needed the Arcane Crafting. So that's a simple crystal plus water buckets. We have plenty of water. Just go ahead and use this guy over here. Go. Plenty of water. We have plenty of the simple crystals. We might have to go to the Twilight and grab some more of those. But for right now, we should have enough to get us going. Okay, so over here on the Arcane Workbench, we will drop those guys right like that. These here. And there's 16 damp crystals. Easy enough, right? Okay, so now that we have those, the next step was... Oh, yeah, we want the water siphon. I didn't bookmark that. So we can just go ahead and do this, I believe, right now. Let's try it. We'll do one. That should get us our quest complete. And if I right-click that onto the void interface, now it says water mana 0 out of 1,000. So we're allowed to put 1,000 water mana into there now. And I think each crystal is 1,000. Okay, so with one water siphon, we can put one crystal in there, which will allow us to do one craft. Now, we're probably going to want to have like maybe 4 or 16 or something like that in there. Since these aren't that expensive, let's go ahead and craft up 3 more. That'll allow us to do 4 crafts at a time before having to refill. So 1, 2, 3. That gives us the 4th one there. Okay, so it still says water mana 1,000 out of 4,000. So I'll right click 3 more crystals and there we go. Now we have 4,000 out of 4,000. Yeah, so anything that we need to craft in here, we should be able to do that now. Now with the stuff that we've done, have we unlocked anything else? Nope, everything else is still locked. Okay, so there's still other stuff required here. So let's move along. We'll claim our RAK. So Runestone Crafter may learn more in the Lordcraft knowledge book. So to make this, we have to have mana infused gems plus mana infused ingots wrapped around a staff crafter. And a staff crafter is an arcane workbench just put into the arcane workbench. Well, that's easy enough. Well, let's go ahead and make one of these. So we need 2 more Carmenite plus another one of these guys. We're going to need more torchberries and some steel leaf. Let's see what we got here. So that's the Carmenite. Yeah, we got enough for that. So 2 of those. 2 steel. Starting to run low on those, getting a little scared. I think we can go into the Hollow Hills in the Twilight to collect more of those. But again, we can't fly there, so we're going to have to make sure we're pretty well equipped anyway. We do need another crafting table. I'll put the wood away that we had earlier to make that other one. Okay, so we have that guy. We need the Book of Knowledge, which is in my hand, and then another mana infused dust. So again, more osmium. You know, I'm going to stop doing those. I'm just going to go ahead and double up our osmium ore. It costs 5 turns of this handle to do the regular ingots, and I think it's 8 if you do an ore. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's spinning more than 5 times. Last one? Yeah, I think that's the last. Oh, and that only gives you 1 osmium dust if you do the ore. Okay, so it is not really technically worth doing it that way. I don't know. If you put in the pulverizer, does that double it? I'm not sure if it's just the grindstone or if like just grinding the ores like that. Let's see what happens if we pulverize it. Do we get 2? I'm genuinely curious. Oh, you do get 2. Okay, so don't use that grindstone upstairs anymore. Got it. Got it. Cool. So we have the osmium. We need the torch berries. We need 4 more of those. And then it was just the simple crystals, which I have on me. So we should be able to make this guy. So there's that. There's that. And then we put that into our workbench over there. It said it required staff research. Yeah, so we already researched that. So there's a staff crafter. Quest complete? No quest complete. Okay. So we have the staff crafter. It does want us to make the runestone one. So that is the mana infused ingots. So mana infused ingots is mana infused shard plus mana infused ingots. Requires Arcane Forge research, which I think we already have that. So mana infused shard, that is 2 of these mana infused dusts. 2 of those equals 1 of these. And yeah, we're gonna need a whole lot more of these torch berries. Okay, well this is starting to get a little bit fun. Oh wait, actually hold on. I did not click this recipe here. So with the Arcane Forge, we can take 2 redstone to make that. So that makes it less fun. All right, so redstone, let's do it this way. Arcane Forge. Does that require... Do I have to click this? I clicked that. It says we have 3,000 out of 4,000 mana. And okay. And then the shard is 2 of those. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this a few times. I'm gonna go ahead and probably use up all of our damn crystals. Probably have to make more of these, craft all these things that we need to craft. We'll be back, guys. Well, since we started making these mana infused ingots to make this runestone crafter, I saw there was another recipe here that I was kind of interested in. The next tier of the Arcane Forge, which should make this thing go faster, I feel like, does require the Arcane Forge plus 8 of these mana infused ingots. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that first. So I'll go and break this guy. So I'll place that here and then put 8 of those like so. Yeah, research advanced forge. So we already learned the research for that, but there is a quest. So yeah, I think it makes sense to do this. Now it changes it from, I guess, green to blue, and this should go faster. I did make more of the, what do they call, the water siphon, so we can put more stuff in here. With how many of these that we are currently crafting right now, I have to camp it every 2 seconds to put in more redstone to turn into more of the stuff. Yeah, and I don't really want to have to camp it as much. So anyway, we're gonna put those in here. Now, another thing I found out, you can just click this once. It takes away 1,000 mana. Oh man, that's so much faster. But it'll continue to process and use mana for every recipe until you run out of mana. Now, if you click it again and it's partway through a recipe, at least on the first tier one, it stops processing and you lose the mana for that recipe, unfortunately. I'm not sure why they decided to do it that way, but that's the way it seemed to work for me anyway. We just need 8 of these, so I'm gonna stop it. Well, did I just lose mana for doing that? I don't know. I was gonna stop it after doing 1 more of these. I guess the mana isn't that expensive. It's just some of those simple crystals. But anyway, now that we have those, we can take those and craft those to the next tier. And I need some more of the water stuff. So I need to get some more simple crystals and continue to do this process. I really do feel like, though, I'm going to have to head back to the Twilight to get more of the simple crystals. Well, we ended up with 2 remaining damp crystals, and I think we have everything we need in order to make this runestone crafter. So let's go ahead and come over here and see if we can craft this thing up. Oh yeah, looks like we are able to craft it. So there we go. We are completely out of the simple crystals, though. And we have 2 of the damp crystals remaining. So yeah, we pretty much used everything that was in there. So we'll claim that. We'll claim this. The Thermal Foundation Mana Infused Ingot and Lordcraft Mana Infused Ingot do not order dictionary with each other. Okay, so, and then this one. Claim that. So how are we doing on the RAK? That's 20 more. I think that's what we needed, actually. So we put that in here and we take a look. Yeah, we got 102. So let's take it all out. We'll put 2 back because we only need this many. So we also needed to grab pretty much all of that, the blaze rods out of our dank knoll. All right, so let's go and get ourselves this sword that I've been wanting to get. So now we should have everything here. No? Why won't it let me, have to click this? Clean. Oh, detect submit? Oh, okay. I have to click that button first. My mistake. For some reason, I was thinking it auto did it, but since we're submitting this and it uses the items, we have to click the button. So yeah, again, we're getting this looting 3, sharpness 3, auto smelt, smite 3, unbreakable, 8 attack damage, 10% attack speed, +1 max health sword. So there's a lot of things that you get for this, but it's obviously not the best sword in the game. So if I equip this instead of the other sword, it should give us an extra heart here. Well, it looks like it gave us half a heart there. Okay, maybe it only gives us half a heart by doing that. Well, anyway, if we go back, we should have this one unlocked, and now we can see what this task is. So that's 300 RAK more, plus we need 200 Basal's Rod, and then we need the Tarantula Boss Trophy from Urbis. So we're just gonna put this sword up for now, since we're not really gonna use it. It's kind of a cool effect, but the reward sword will give us looting 6, which is really cool. Auto smelt 5. I'm not actually sure what that does for you because you don't mine with the sword. That gives you +3 max health, so I guess that's a heart and a half. Plus 60% attack speed, 28 attack damage, and it gives you a reach distance of +1. So you, instead of reaching like 4 blocks away, you can reach 5 blocks away, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. That 28 attack damage is awesome. And it only gets better from there. Like, these swords get really disgusting the further you go with them. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. All right, so now that we've done all this other stuff, have we unlocked any more Lordcraft things? No, this is all still locked. So going back to the quest book for the Lordcraft, one of the next things it wants us to do is a Translocation Matrix, but I'm not sure if that's actually necessary. Maybe we'll do the Advanced Lord's Workbench. See if we can do this one. Okay, so that's more than Mana Infused Ingots plus this thing. But then we need a new Workbench in order to craft it in itself. So we do have to make a new one of those completely. All right, so one of these guys. So that's 2 more of the Carbonite, another crafting thing, another one of these things here, steel leaves. I'll make that. We'll be back. All right, so I just got back from the Twilight Forest. I farmed up a whole bunch more of the simple crystals, and then I turned a lot of those into the damp crystals. I think we still got like 2 or 3 more stacks in our storage, though. And then I turned a whole bunch of redstone into, oh my goodness, I can't remember. Redstone into the Mana Infused Dust, the Mana Infused Dust into the Mana Infused Shard, and then the Shard with the Mana Infused Ingots into the Mana Infused Ingot from Lordcraft. Anyway, we are ready. Here's an Advanced Arcane Workbench. So that is yet another quest complete for us. We'll go and claim our RAK from that. And Yeah, so there's a Void Forge, and then there's also the Void Workbench, which I think is the last tier on those, and I think we're going to hold off on doing those for now. So let's go ahead and remove the tier 1. We'll put down the tier 2, because I don't think you need the tier 1 anymore. Ooh, and this has got an inventory, so we can store these in here or something, I guess. I mean, I don't know if you want to store that in there, but I guess you can, right? So that's kind of cool. I don't know if like it pulls from this inventory as you're crafting things or whatever, but anyway, it's kind of cool. We got an upgrade here. I don't know if that has done anything to our the Lordcraft research. Probably not at this point. No, everything is still locked out. And you know what? I'm looking here, and it looks like we didn't complete both of these. I'm just now realizing this after all this time. So it might be that I have to complete all of this stuff before it unlocks these. Yeah, so I need to do a few more of these inscription tiles. Now, I did get some more live root while I was there in the Twilight. So the live root plus gold nuggets plus iron ingots allows us to make more of the stuff that we need here. So we'll go ahead and do that, that. Okay, so there's 16 of the ironwood materials, and if we put that over here, you get 4 per smelt, I think. So we're getting quite a lot of that, which is really, really good. But you need a lot of the ironwood ingots in order to make those inscription tiles. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Yeah, we've done a lot of Lordcraft stuff today, but we've made some progress. We did get this cool Epeolatry Sword, or however you pronounce it. I'm not actually sure how that's pronounced. If you guys know, let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, we ended up getting this sword, which is pretty fantastic. It looks weird when you're holding it, not like a regular sword. I'm not actually sure why. Probably because that's not really a sword. It's just a custom item that the icon looks like a sword, because that's from Craft Tweaker, right? Or Content Tweaker. Yeah, but anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.